Wilson joining me now. So, Alicia, things are going to start warming up this weekend, right?
That's right, Siobhan. We're going to get those temperatures gradually warming up, and it won't be right away. And you notice out there this afternoon, it's still very cold out there as temperatures have struggled to make it into the lower 40s. So we've got another frigid night ahead before we start to feel those temperatures warming up for Saturday and Sunday. High pressure is still in place across the southeast, and that's still ushering in some of that colder, drier air, but that'll be coming to an end as early as Saturday night. So as you head out this evening, it's going to remain on the cold side. We're still looking at another mostly sunny and dry day for both Saturday and Sunday. And even this evening, if you do have plans, maybe you're headed to dinner later on about 7 o'clock, we're looking at temperatures feeling like they're still into the upper 20s and lower 30s. It's going to feel like 31 in Charlotte, 8 in Boone, and 11 degrees in Jefferson. And as we push towards tomorrow morning, well, you're waking up to temperatures feeling like they're still into the teens across the mountains and the mid-20s in Charlotte. But don't worry, there is some relief on the way, especially for the afternoon hours. We're going to climb to 54 tomorrow. And as we get in on more of a southerly wind getting into Sunday, that's going to push us into the lower 60s. So we're still mostly sunny and dry, but we do have some changes on the way. Now, speaking of that ACC championship game, around kickoff time, the temperature will be at 42. Then dropping into the 30s later on that night around the fourth quarter. But I do want to point out that we have 3 first alerts in place for next week. Talk about Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, as we'll be getting some measurable amounts of rainfall as early as Monday morning. So you can see those rain chances really start to ramp up as we get the warmer temperatures in here as well. Here we are Monday. We'll get some rain pushing in here Monday morning, a bit of a break around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock into the evening hours. But as we head towards Tuesday, we're looking at some moderate to heavy rainfall pushing in, and that's when we'll continue to see that pushing in for Wednesday as well. So we could see upwards of about 2 inches or more of rainfall between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. Until then, it's all about the cold air. We've got blue skies and sunshine out there. We're at 41 currently in Charlotte, and it's 40 in Statesville. So most of us into the lower 40s. Later on tonight, once we lose that sunshine, we're dropping it back down into the teens and the 20s. Expecting a low of 22 in Charlotte. And again, once we get some sunshine tomorrow, we're going to warm it back up to 50. And the warming trend continues from there. But the difference next week will be our chances for rain headed our way. 54 tomorrow, 64 on Sunday. Rain all the way through Wednesday. And behind the passage of that cold front, we're going to cool it down again. It gets cold Friday, looking at temperatures back down into the upper 40s and lows also into the 20s again.
Alicia.